Hey, what's up everybody? This is Like It's 1985, and today we are going to take a look at the Transformers ConstructBot Elite Class SOUNDWAVE. And what does Elite Class mean in relation to the actual toy line? Well, this is roughly, in terms of robot mode, the size, the scale with a Voyager class toy figure. What do I mean by that? Well, if you measure from the bottom of the feet to the tip of the top of the head, we're looking at about 7¼ just under 7½ inches tall. If you measure from the feet to the top of the wing there, you're looking at about 8 inches tall. So really impressive figure here in terms of overall height, and even actually in terms of width with the wings here on the side. Now let me just give you a point of reference here. Let me bring in the Voyager class Fall of Cybertron Soundwave as a point of reference. And you can see, yeah, they are roughly equal in size. However, this guy is just a tad bit taller, especially with the wings here, and a little bit wider. Well, actually a lot bit wider actually with the wings. The wings really do add a lot to this figure in terms of presence. You can see them facing off against each other. Head to head, they're about the same, but with the wings, the ConstructBot version of Soundwave gets the win as far as being a bigger figure. And I like this design. I would like to see this design actually translate into an actual toy for Soundwave. That'd be cool. I just love the way the wings are here like this. You have some fins down here. You have the iconic dark blue color. You have a little bit of violet here. And you have the yellow for the frame. As we take a look at the back, you can see more of the exposed frame. Again, this is a set you build from different pieces. And you can see there at the back. The Decepticon symbol here I placed on the back because according to the instructions you're supposed to put it either here or here, but that offsets it to the side, and so I chose just to put it on the back. So articulation is going to be fairly standard, and I believe it's standard throughout the whole current line of ConstructBots, and it certainly is standard amongst the figures I have. So we'll go over that real quickly. You do have the shoulder mounted cannons or rocket launchers here, and they're on this big long joint here, so you have a lot of range of posability there. You can have it up at an angle, forward like that if you wanted to, up high like that, so there's a wide range of posability there. The head itself is on a C-clip joint, and then the actual ball joint goes into the middle of the head for Soundwave, and a very, very nice sculpt on this Soundwave. So far, I've been really impressed with all of the head sculpts on these ConstructBots. Considering it's not an actual toy and more of a building set, I do appreciate the fact that Hasbro has actually made a good head sculpt for these figures. You do have articulation here. These guns here, they do articulate around. They're just pegged into a peg hole there, so they do move around. You do have movement here at the wing. The wing can actually rotate like this, and can go down like this if you wanted to, but really it looks best like this, I think, just a little bit behind the shoulder there. Speaking of the shoulders, you do have a ball joint there, a C-clip joint there, a C-clip and a ball joint connecting the forearm to the fist. Arm articulation, well, since the arm is attached to this, when you rotate the arm, the wing goes with it, so you do have that to deal with. There is actually a bit of waist articulation, as you can see there. Of course, the hips are on ball joints. You have a C-clip joint here at the knee. Then you have a C-clip joint and a ball joint connecting to the bottom of the bottom portion of the leg. So that is pretty cool. Now, weaponry, you do have a lot of options here. Well, let me go ahead and show you here. These are pretty iconic because what you can do is you can actually take one of these off here and take it off of the joint, and you can place it in his hand. There's a peg on the other side here, so you can place it in his hand like that. You could place it, well, there's a clearance issue, but you could place it here on the forearm, and basically wherever there is a peg hole you can mount this this weapon here. So let me go ahead and put this back on here and reattach it. Same thing with this weapon here. You can actually dislodge this from the shoulder here and have this either in his fist for this type of effect. And of course you can take this one off too and have like a dual wielding situation there. You could plug it into his port here on his side of his hand here, like that. As you can see here, you can take the guns that are mounted on the shoulders and place them in the top and the bottom of the fist for that type of effect there. And the basic transformation actually carries over to all the figures pretty much. So let's go ahead and start with the chest. Pop open the chest here, just paint it into these two holes here. Rotate the head around like that, and this goes in that little cavity there, and that gets buttoned back up. You want to take the rocket launchers here, push these forward, take this back section here, it's on a joint, that's going to become part of the main body of the jet. You want to take the waist section here, you can see how it's connected via ball joint, get this out, rotate 180 like that. So now let's go ahead and transform the feet. So go ahead and come around this way, and what you want to do is rotate the feet on the ball joint such that you have them out to the side like that. So again, kind of rotate this around, and if you do it properly it should stay, the ball joint itself should stay secure in that socket. So next what we're going to do is we're going to actually attach these two black pegs into the first socket on the leg, and by first I mean the first that's next to the thigh. So we need to bend the leg such that it'll line up with that connector, and do the same thing over here. So you do have to do a little bit of manipulating, and sometimes the actual ball joint will pop out, so you kind of have to deal with that as well. So again, we're lining up that peg with the first joint next to the hip, and of course it's being finicky here on camera, but let me see if I can get it going here. There we go. I think. There we go. Get that locked into place there. So you should have it looking like this now. And then you'll see up here, well, there's actually, you can see right there, two peg holes match up with these pegs here, and that's going to secure the feet together on the front to form like the nose cone for the jet mode. So just get that snapped into place. Okay, so now bring these back up here. They kind of got pushed back there. You want these up there like that for the final jet transformation. So next you want to take the arms, and on the arm there's this peg right here on both arms, on both sides, that's going to match up with a peg hole back here. And again, you're going to have to do a little bit of contortion with the arms to get them to match up, but once they do, it's just fine. You can see, just use the joints to match everything up. Then what you're going to do with the hands is you're going to rotate these up and around such that the hands hang off the back like that. So again, over here, using the ball joint and the C-clip, get the hands looking like that. Then, via this joint here and here, you're going to rotate the wings back like this. And you're not quite done yet, because obviously it looks kind of weird now. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this joint here, well actually, you're going to take the thruster here, rotate this around, so now you've got it looking normal. So again, or I should say what it's supposed to look like. And now it's just a matter of adjusting everything. This doesn't look quite right, so what's going on here? Let me bring this up like that. Fiddle around with it a little bit. It should look something like this. And you can rotate these guns here that were on the shoulders. Well, they're still on the shoulders, but they were on the shoulders in robot mode. Rotate those forward. and you've got yourself a pretty cool looking jet mode, I have to say. So there it is. Let me pull back the camera here. So yeah, this is definitely a Voyager class vehicle or jet. So there you go. Take a look. And as a size comparison, let me bring in Voyager class Mind Wipe. And yeah, you can see definitely a large Voyager scale figure here in jet mode. And as a usual stand-in, I'll bring in the Deluxe Class Secret Jet mold, and you can see the comparison there as well. Okay, so here is a shot of the jet mode here, a little bit farther away from the camera, just so that you can take in the whole shape and design of this really cool looking jet mode. Take a look at it from the front here. Looks very, very cool. You got a bunch of these weapons here that are ready to fire. Really cool. Side profile here from the back and from the bottom. Okay, so final thoughts on Transformers Constructbots Elite Class Soundwave. I bought this figure for $15 at my local Target, and if you are interested in these figures but aren't quite 100% sure that you will actually like them, I would definitely wait till they go on sale, on clearance, so that you can pick them up at that time. For myself, though, I was fascinated enough with the designs that I picked up a few. I picked up this one as well as Wheeljack, the Starscream figure, as well as the triple changing Bumblebee figure. So I'm pretty happy with those. But if you have any questions at all about whether you like them or you think they're overpriced, then definitely you should wait until they go on clearance. They're a little bit overpriced, but you do get a large figure. Granted, it's built on a frame, but if you can look past that, I really like the designs of these, at least the ones that I've gotten. I may pick up some more, but I'm going to wait till those go on sale or clearance. Alright, well, thanks for watching. This has been my review of the Transformers Constructbots Elite Class Soundwave.